I was appointed by District Court Judge Ruth Ann Hall. She had called me around 9 or 10, I believe, the 17th, which would be, I guess, was it Wednesday? I don't know. But anyway, I've lost track of time, and I wanted to know if I would accept an appointment to Dr. Bishop's case. And I told her to give me a little while to consider it. And after I told her that I would, I went down and talked to Dr. Bishop, and she seemed like a real nice lady to me. I did not specifically talk about the case. She was aware of it, I'm sure. I didn't talk anything about what she was charged with or anything of that nature. Just anything but that. For a while, she understood. She was totally rational, nice lady in my estimation. Just horribly depressed at what had occurred, and concerned about her children, being able to see them and touch them and be with them. And then I came back, and I think I met with her husband for an hour and a half or so that day, and talked about what little he knew about what had occurred, and just tried to get to know him. And then I went back yesterday and met with her again for a while.
How is she holding up with all the attention and the obviously being in jail? How is she holding up under all that?
She's under what they call a suicide watch, and they're watching her through glass plates and this, that, and the other, and she has a bed, and I'm not even sure, but she has no media access. I don't know how she keeps from getting worse under those conditions. She was trying to hold up so that she would not be considered a suicide risk, I guess, but she did cry and had some problems while I was there, and I told her, go ahead, I would be doing the same thing, but she came around pretty quick with it, and was able to deal with it. I told her, boy, I said, just go ahead, I don't see how you avoid it. And
talk for a minute about her being separated from her family and children. How does that, obviously that would affect anybody,
yeah.
All of a sudden going from having daily contact with them to being in jail and being at the eye of the storm, so to speak. How is she?
Well, she had conversation about, regardless of what all had happened, wherever I go with this, the only thing that she really wanted out of it was to be with her children and to visit with her children. And I couldn't express whether that could come to be or not. But I did tell her that I knew that they were being taken care of some way or another, and we talked about that. But basically, we talked about anything but the case, per se.
Where do you go from here?
There's a procedure and order that will fall in place. Today is Friday, the best day of the week, because I want out of here, and I want to get out of here and do something besides give interviews and or work on the case. But at some point in time, real quick, I've got to get co-counsel to help me. And once I do that and sit and talk with that person, then we'll develop some future strategy. There are some things, though, that we would have to do, and that is get a preliminary hearing and try to find out what the state has got in the way of evidence or going to use against us. And I assume, based on what I'm seeing, I'll have to get a psychiatrist examiner also.
I assume this is not your first capital case.
No. How
do you go from here as far as formulating a capital strategy for defense?
When I first saw this case, and as I watch it, it's, as I say, and I've said many times here today, it's not a whodunit. It's a question of why and what her mental state was before and during and after, I guess, the tragedy that's happened. So in my opinion, it gets to be an evaluation by psychiatrists is really heavy in this case.
There's been some reports that one of the witnesses has come on and appeared in the media and talked about how you can, how the suspect pointed the pistol at her and repeatedly tried to fire it.
Right.
And it was making a clicking sound.
Right.
How does that work with a 9mm semi-automatic? And typically it won't sit there and cycle like that. If it's not working.
Me and you both wonder that. I keep hearing, she said, Miss Moriarty, Dr. Moriarty, keeps saying it kept clicking. She kept clicking it. Automatic will not click like that the way I remember them. I've dealt with them. I do not know the answer to that one either. She may have thought it was or something. I don't know. I don't know.
You've been practicing law for how long in the community, Doc?
Basically, this is going on 41 years.
Did you think you would have another capital case?
I have declined a number, and I did not want to do anymore. They're very, put a lot of pressure on you and time consuming, and you're responsible for somebody's life, and I just really didn't want that, but for some reason or another, I knew I was going to get involved with this one. I don't know how. Just.
Would you imagine that it would probably be, when all is said and done, the last one?
The lady that was in here just a while ago asked me that, and my answer to that is I hope so. I got a feeling it probably is.